Welcome Primer 4 to another video. Today we're gonna make a revision on decimals. First question, write each of the following fraction as a decimal number. As we know from the last year, to write any fraction as a decimal, we must have a denominator either 10 or 100 or 1000. Now, to write it as a decimal, we just put the numerator, which is 4. Then we have 1 0, so we're gonna pass one digit and put a point. I'm gonna pass one digit and put the decimal point, and then we're gonna put 3 in the whole part. Again, we're gonna put the numerator 5 because we have 1 0. I'm gonna pass one digit, then I'm gonna put a point, then we have 2, I'm gonna put 2. Another question, we have 14, I'm gonna put 14. I'm gonna pass 2 digits because we have 2 0, so I'm gonna pass 2 digits, then put a decimal point. There is 45 at the whole, I'm gonna put 45. I'm gonna put the numerator 273, then we pass 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, put a point, then we have 65, I put 65. In question number G, we didn't have a denominator 10 or 100 or 1000, so I'm gonna make this 700 becomes 100 by dividing this 700 by 7, and also we divide up by 7. So 439, and the fraction will become 49 divided 7 is 7, and 700 divided 7 is 100. Now we can write it as a decimal by putting the numerator 7 and pass 2 digits. Here is 1, 2. This one is empty, fill it with a 0. We're gonna put a decimal point, then 439. So it's 439 and 07 or 700ths. Try to solve the other question by yourself. In question number 2, we want to write each of the following as a fraction. We're gonna do the inverse of what we have done in the first question. We want to put this in the form of a fraction. So I'm gonna delete the point, so the number is called 24, and this point is after one digit, so it's over 10. I'm gonna hide the point, so the number is 58. I'm gonna put 58, and the point has one digit after, so I'm gonna put 10, contains 1 0. In question number G, I'm gonna put a fraction. If I hide the point, it's called 5,498. 5,498. And we have 2 decimal places, so it's over 100. Here, put a fraction, hide the point, it's 1003. Put 1003 up. It contains 3 places, so it's over 1000. Let's move to question number 3. We want to express each of the following by using the decimal point. So we just want to write these fractions as a decimals. But here is a hint. If the denominator is not 10 or 100 or 1000, what should we do? We're gonna use the friends, which is 2 by 5 is 10, and 25 by 4 is 100, and 8 by 125 is 1000. So if I find the number 5 in denominator, its friend is 2, so I'm gonna multiply this by 2 up and 2 down, because 2 by 5 is 10, and now we can write it as a decimal. And 4 by 2 is 8, so we just put in the numerator and pass one digit and put a decimal point. There is no number waiting for us, so we put 0. The friend of 2 is 5. I will multiply by 5 down, by 5 up. We have 2, and 1 by 5 is 5, 2 by 5 is 10. So we're gonna put the numerator 5, then we'll pass one digit and put a decimal point, and we put the number 2. If you find the number 4, its friend is 25, so I will multiply by 25 down, by 25 up. 4 only by 25 equal 100. And we have an extra 0, so I'm gonna put another 0. Then we have to multiply this as a draft. We want 36 by 25. 5 by 6 is 30, 0 and carry up. 3, 5 by 3 is 15, and we have 3, so this is 18. Plus, put a 0, delete the carry. 2 by 6 is 12, 2 and carry up 1. 2 by 3 is 6 and 1 is 7. So the answer will be 0. 8 plus 2 is 10, 0 carry up 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, and we have 1, it's 900. So I'm gonna put up 900. To write it as a decimal, put the numerator 900 and pass 3 digits because we have 1000. So here is 1, 2, 3, put a point. There is nothing besides the fraction, so we're gonna put 0, and this is called 0.9. Let's move to another question. Question number 4. Write the place value of the underlined digit. So the place value of 7 is the hundredths. The place value of 3 is 10. The place value of 6 is the thousandths. The place value of 5 is also the thousandth. The place value of 3, it's before the point, so it is the unit. The place value of 4 is tenths. The place value of 100, it's 100. The place value of 2 is tenth. The place value of 4 is 10. The place value of 3 is tenth. Then we make a revision on approximation. We need to approximate the following to the nearest 10. The 10 digit here is the number 2. So 2 want to be approximated. It will go to 4, and 4 is a weak number, as you know from the last year. So 4 will become 0, and this 2 will still 2, and we have 5, so it's approximately equal 520. The 10 digit is 9, and 5 is a big number, so this 9 will become 10. So it's 0 and carry up 1. 1 and 0 is 10. 1 and 0 is 1 and 3, and the 5 who helped us become 0. The 10 digit here is 9. So we have a big number, it will turn it into 0, and the number next to it turn it also to 0, and this 9 will increase by 1. 1 and 9 is 10, so 0 and carry up 1. 1 and 9 is 10, we're gonna put 10, so the answer is 1000. We have 35 and half. First we will change it into decimal, it is 35.5. The 10 digit here is the 3. To know how 3 will become greater, we're gonna look to the next digit, which is 5. The 5 is a strong number, so this 3 will be increased by 1. So instead of 3, it will be 4, and this 5 turn it into 0, and the next 5 also turn it into 0, so it's approximately equal 40. Try to solve the rest of the question by yourself. Question number 2. We have 524, and we want to approximate to the nearest 100. The 100 digit here is 5. The 5, the number before it is weak, so 2 and 4 were turned into 0, and the 5 is still 5 because the 2 is a weak number. The 100 digit is 0, but 9 is a strong number. It will increase this 0 to become 1, and we have 3, and 9 and 5 will turn it into 0, so it's approximately 3100. Question number 6, complete. 8674 meter equal how many kilometer? To transform from meter to kilometer, we divide by 1000. And to divide a number by 1000, we put a decimal point after 3 places. So here is 1, 2, 3. We're gonna put a point here, so it's 8.674. And he asks us to approximate to the nearest kilometer. So to approximate to the nearest kilometer means to approximate to the nearest unit. And the unit digit here is 8. So we're gonna approximate to the nearest unit. The 8, the number before it is 6, and 6 is a strong number, so this 8 will become 9. And all the following digits will turn it into 0, so it's 9.000, which equal 9. another question. We have it 568 centimeter. First we change it into meter. From centimeter to meter we divide by 100, so it will be 5.68. Then we approximate it to the nearest meter, which means to approximate to the nearest unit. So we are approximating the number 5, and the following number is 6. It's a strong number, so this 5 will become 6, and the following digit will be zeros, so it's approximately equal 6 meters. Try to solve number C and D and E by yourself, and also question number 7 and 8 by the same way. And question number 7 says approximate to the nearest 1/10, which means to the nearest tenth, which is the first number after the point. Question number 8, approximate to the nearest unit. The unit is always before the point, so here is the unit digits. Try to approximate them and see you in another video.